July was a weird month for music. We lost many legends, but the songs kept rolling out like it was nothing. I somehow managed to listen to a couple singles during this month, so here I am now. Just so you know, each ranking is my own opinion, based on how much I like the song compared to others. In no way is it meant to be harmful to any of the artists mentioned, and is somewhat flawed and biased. Starting off with number 10, Red Guitar by Waterparks. The song is weird, but it kind of slaps. It feels like the alt pop of Black Bear or Laney, but with a little more distortion and grit. The song opens with some acoustic guitar harmonies and then transforms into a full-on rocking mess. I feel like opening with the chorus was a good idea because the melody is catchy. Is it catchy in a bad way? Maybe. Also, please don't give Austin any more auto-tune in the verses. He's had enough to begin with. The lyrics, on the other hand, hint at their rise to fame and their sign to BMG. How would Austin be a crystal ball, though? Metamorphosis? That's impossible. Is it weird to say that this is my first Waterparks song? Because it is. Does it slap? Halfway. On to number 9.
Vicious Cycle
by Morse! This next song comes from an up-and-coming metal band that, with the right mixing, sounds like they could highlight arena shows in about a year. Seriously though, go follow them. They're cool. The song has the perfect balance of metalcore and shoegaze, and the vocalist does an amazing job with her range. Like I mentioned earlier, my only major complaint would be the mixing. I feel like there needs to be more guitar and vocals present through whatever means necessary. For the guitar, you could record 2 different amp presets, or guitars playing chords in different ranges. For the vocals, it could be doubling, or singing one take in a lower range and one take in a high range. Or it just could be none at all. Your pick. Anyways, it's a very good song. You're gonna go far, Morse, and I believe in you all. Let's get to number 8.
End of Summer
by Tame Impala. Man, can Tame Impala groove. I don't want to be that guy that just glazes Kevin's multi-instrumental talents, so I guess I'll settle for actually talking about the music. I feel like this song is definitely some kind of 80s inspired house tune. The fact that it's 7 minutes already makes me want to be a DJ that plays this at a club full of indie heads, therefore making Electro Clash cool again, and making me finally start something with my life. It just has this floaty and dancey vibe that is so common with a bunch of those dance songs. Overall, it's very well produced, and I especially love the little pitched up vocals in the chorus. Like I said, it is a little long, so my attention somewhat waned until the vocals came in every single interlude. Let's get to number 7.
Spin the Bottle
by Eli Patterson. This song is from one of my favorite songwriters of the year. Push You to the Side and Full 180 were recommended to me on Instagram, and I immediately fell in love with both songs and followed Eli, eager to see what he's releasing next. Spin the Bottle is about how Eli doesn't like playing Spin the Bottle. Given that he's currently a college student, one would have expected him to feel different about the matter. He still has his reasons though, as he feels like he hasn't found the right lover. The song feels like if People Watching by Conan Gray was a lot more acoustic based. And it's definitely a song for those who like Super 8. Good song. I somehow thought Conan was actually singing one of Eli's songs though. On to number 6.
Today's Song
by Foo Fighters. The song starts out with just bass, guitar, and Dave's vocals. I can immediately hear how they're double tracked, but it gives off a very cool effect. Then, it goes into something that could easily fit on Wasting Light, and it just has that polish that songs like Rope do. The chords are also impeccable, as always. Dave really uses the Mixolydian scale and chords to his advantage. I'm kind of excited to see what's to come for Dave. With last year's cheating scandal under his belt, I'm sure he's doing way better now. So, let's just say it, good for him. Getting on to number 5.
12 to 12
by Sombr. The first thing I thought of when I listened to this song was, Pop off, male Dua Lipa. I kid you not, he's sounding way more like her now, and Sombr even has the yearning and creativity to boot. He's trying to yearn for having all of the time for one girl that broke up with him. I mean, you go, guy. The whole point is that his delusion is not the solution at all. But it's a very killer song. I thought the tempo and intro sounded a bit too similar to his other singles from this year, but this is coming from someone that did not find Sombr from Back to Friends. I did get back into him from it, though, and I honestly prefer Perfume more than anything. And his yearning has gotten to me again. We are getting to the end here. Shifting gears to number 4.
My Mind is a Mountain by Deftones.
These guys are back swinging, and every 20-year-old that yearns for Y2K to eventually happen once more is, again, going ham. I suspect that the older fans are also pretty much loving this song, too, as I am. This is just classic Deftones, but with way more polish, and I'm unashamed to say that it absolutely bangs. From the return of what I can presume is Drop C, to Chino's lyrics being both in your face and entirely confessional, the song rips. Also, let's give a moment of silence for Ji Chang. Your legacy is long, but not forgotten at all. Like I said, the song is honestly amazing. Those intro hits are really stuck in my head, and it's just a straightforward return to form for the band which so desperately needed another album. I'll be jamming to them all day now. Number 3,
Rage Kitchen Sink
by Anamanaguchi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. I really love this song. Like, really. This song got me into Anamanaguchi after I saw it on a YouTube recommendation. Apparently, they've done a lot for the soundtracks to Scott Pilgrim, so I was kind of curious about them. The song opens with a rush of synths and a flair I can only describe as indie rock. The lyrics are simple, but they say so much about the song. It feels like Weezer, the Smashing Pumpkins, and an NES mingled together and made a very emotional baby. I love all the chiptune elements too, because they add such a graceful and gritty touch to the song. Honestly, it's amazing, and I can't wait to review the album the song is from, Always, when it comes out. Number 2,
Asheville by Glaive.
Asheville by Glaive. Honestly, this is one of Glaive's best songs. If you know me, then you know I really love Glaive. From his early days on Cypress Grove to him caring so much he doesn't care at all, you can definitely hear his evolution and improvement over the past couple of years. With the hyperpop boom of those past couple of years, I was expecting something majorly different than a sampled army chant and Jersey Club beat, but this is where Glaive lays down his most confessional lyrics. Guided by a sidechain synthesizer, the song quickly turns into an upbeat dance song where Glaive still vents. Also, the lyric, only person on my street with 0 college credits, makes a lot more sense if you know he was a high school dropout. Good work, Glaive. Good work. My personal favorite single from the month is
You Know Who the
Hey
We Are
by Motion City Soundtrack. This song is just every era of Motion City Soundtrack mashed up into a giant bowl of, let's say, ramen. The lyrics feel like a mashup of what you'd hear on My Dinosaur Life and Commit This to Memory, and the instrumentals kind of feel like the ones you'd hear on Go. Really, this album is going to be a blast to listen to, and as a fan of Motion City Soundtrack, I needed a return to form more than anything else. The lyrics are just self-explanatory. We know who the Motion City Soundtrack are, and they've come back to reintroduce themselves. Well, those were the best songs that I listened to in July of 2025, and I hope that August has also incredible songs. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that I can make more videos. See you guys next time.